Hi, it's Lisa from Lisa Heal Yourself, and today I want to talk about the coronavirus and about fear, about panic, and on the other side of fear and panic. I want to talk about that. So, if you've ever struggled with an anxiety disorder, agoraphobia, chronic pain, right? Chronic symptoms, and you've ever gotten through that, you know that on the other side of fear is peace, is love, is relief, is comfort, is, on the other side of fear is peace, really. And what's interesting about what's happening right now throughout the world, and maybe in my lifetime, I've never felt this. I've never seen this happen. We've come close to it a few times, but usually when something happens, it happens in a part of the country. So, when 9/11 happened, it happened in New York and it united most of the United States. But not everybody felt it. Not everybody was there. Not everybody was living it. So, although it united a lot of people, not everybody lived it and not everybody felt it. So we didn't quite feel it. Everybody didn't quite feel it. When fires happen in Australia, or when, these are just some recent things happen, but when earthquake happens, when diseases, run through different parts of the world, when there's wars, okay, we all take a moment, we all read that in the news, we reflect. We might think about it. We might feel panic. We might feel a little anxiety. We might feel sad. We might feel hopeless. We sort of feel those feelings, but then they pass rather quickly because we're not involved in it and we don't actually feel it. So we're able to just, turn away, keep living our life. And then until the next, news story that strikes a chord with us and we reflect, we may, reflect on it, feel sad, see what we can do to help and then move on rather quickly. This is very strange that everybody is feeling fear at the same time in the world. So the fear is rippling, from China all the way to Canada, to the United States, to Europe, to everywhere. Everybody is feeling the same fear over the coronavirus, and everybody is uniting in a way. Everyone's uniting over our fear. Now, it's a little bit strange that we're being asked to social distance. So everybody's wary of each other and we're all keeping each other at arm's length. So we've never been more alone and more united all at once, right? We're practicing the social distancing. We're not coming into close contact with people. We're even fearing our neighbors and other people out there. I mean, not me, but we as a collective. But we're united. We're all going through the same thing at the same time. We're able to feel each other's fear. When we hear the news story about somebody in China catching the coronavirus, or a mom in Italy shut in to her cabin, or somebody down in Florida who's got it, we resonate. We feel it because we're all going through it at the exact same time. So what's interesting about fear is we all know that when fear is over, comes great relief, comes great peace, comes great just this period of comfort and feeling good, and all is right with the world. So if you've ever suffered with anxiety and you've had a massive anxiety attack, at the end of the anxiety attack, you feel more at peace than you ever have. Like the danger has passed and everything's passed. So just imagine what could await us on the other side of this fear. And instead of focusing on the fear and getting caught up in the mind chatter, the spiraling mind, what if I get it? What if this? And living in the future, and what if thinking, and getting caught up and really letting the fear take us down the way it does in an anxiety attack, the way fear sort of we get caught up in this future thinking. We go round and round in our minds. Our body responds in kind. It starts to shut our body down. We start to feel weird sensations all over our body, right? That's a really heightened anxiety attack feeling. However, when we just are living at a constant state of anxiety and we're not actually having an anxiety attack, we're in fight or flight constantly. We have the monkey mind. We have chatter. We are working on overdrive. We're trying to solve problems in our sleep, in our waking hour, sort of going round and round in circles and never coming up with answers. That's just a heightened state of anxiety, which the whole world seems to be in at the same time right now, right? Due to fear over a common problem, which is really interesting. And as much as it is fearful, it's beautiful that we're all united in this way at this time. And can you only imagine that if all of the fear stops at the same time in this ripple, the way that all the fear has started, right? Like it's a different world today than it was 2 weeks ago. Really, everything just kind of snowballed, and the tipping point hit with this virus, and then it whoosh, the collective consciousness, everybody started to live in fear. So imagine when we hit that tipping point of, oh, it's safe, and everybody starts to whoosh, come down at the same time. Imagine what opportunities await us on the other side, right? With everybody feeling love and peace and connected and harmony and safe at the same time in the world. So these opportunities are awaiting us, and if we can all feel that safety at the same time in the world, the way we're all feeling this fear and it uniting us, I don't often believe in happy endings anymore after this chronic illness, but it takes me back into a time where I did, where, anything's possible, where if this peace floods over us all at the same time, and this whoosh of love and connectiveness and just feeling okay and safe and grounded, and then we have opportunities. We have opportunities to make amends. Countries have opportunities to, be friends again, and growth in our own home and relationships and friendships and economics and financial wealth. I mean, everyone's talking right now. We're living in fear, so we're dreading the financial crash and everything that's going to go wrong in the world. But when we hit the tipping point of fear and enough people think it's safe, we will all come down together to this place of safety and peace. And when that happens, imagine the opportunity for expansion and growth and love and relationships and new opportunities, and just this feeling of comfort and safety in the world can come back to us. And I know that's very idealistic considering what's happening right now, but it's possible. And the end result of this could be beautiful. So keep that in mind as you're feeling this fear, and as you're getting your own anxiety signals and your own pain signals, and your chronic symptoms are flaring up, even in your own personal healing journey. Remember that on the other side of it is peace and love and health and opportunity and more friendships and growth in your own life and spiritual growth and for yourself. And it's an expansion. And that's maybe what we have in store for us worldwide, an expansion worldwide when this happens. And, nothing like this has ever happened in our lifetime, where everybody's feeling this at the same time and everything's shut down sort of at the same time, state of emergencies everywhere. So just imagine when we all come out of it at the same time, right? I want you to think of the beautiful possibilities that await you and your life and everybody in this world's life. So try to think of the positives, try to think of the after story, try to think of the other side, right? What awaits us all on the other side of this particular pandemic, of your own life, of your own chronic illness, of your own healing journey. What awaits you on the other side is greater than the fear that you're feeling right now. It's greater than the symptoms that you're feeling right now. It's the opposite, right? With lows come highs, right? With hitting rock bottom comes the opportunity to soar and reach the top. And so it's a beautiful thing that could await us all here and unite us all here on planet Earth. And, lead the charge on that. Be the leader in your own life, in your own journey. Be the one to help come to peace and love and comfort and feel safe first. Help lead that charge. Help lean into that charge as it happens. Help the world come down, feel safe, feel relaxed again when the time is right, when we feel that the imminent danger has passed. And, don't live in fear longer than you have to. When it's time, come out. Look around. Notice the beauty. Notice the birds. Notice the safety. It will come. It will come. I don't know how long this pandemic will last, but it will come. The other side will come. And it will be a new day. It will be a beautiful day. And so I want you to hold on to that. And I hope that this video has been helpful. And I hope it brings you a little bit of peace in these turbulent times.